Hello. I'm back. I don't know what I was about. I guess that's my way of saying hi. New room. Well, not new room. This is my previous room. I just used to record the other YouTube videos sitting on the floor. So one had a hiatus because I was grieving. I lost quite a few people between May and August, and it just kind of caught up to me, and I just didn't want to post up content anyways. So all this content has been around a while. By the time I post this video, I would have done that egg donation a while before, so it's nothing necessarily recent to when you see this video. So that's one. So hi again. Hopefully I can stay consistent with content from here on out, and my mental health advocacy. So that's that. So I'm just gonna deep dive in it. Why did I choose to become an egg donor? Someone that I used to be very close to suggested it to me a couple of years ago, and I was down for the idea. And last year, I finally decided, yeah, it's something I'm gonna do. The reason being that I'm 90% sure I don't want kids. I'm open to it if I ever get married and my husband wants to experience fatherhood, but for the most part, like me in this moment, I don't really want kids. And I just thought to myself, it's unfair that I don't want but I could have, and there's a woman out there who wants and she can't have. And I hate how unfair the world is to people. Like, I've been in positions where the world has been unfair to me, like anyone else, and I just thought, this would be my way of making the world a little bit more fair. Even if I don't benefit from it, at least I give a woman or a couple the opportunity to experience parenthood and that joy of having a child. Because as much as I don't think I want, I do get the desire and the fullness of having a whole family. So that was my reasoning. The process itself, as you would see from the videos I'm going to post, videos are going to come after this. Basically, I had counseling, I had blood work done, they checked out my womb with ultrasounds. They really made sure I was like both mentally and physically prepared for what was about to happen, and I appreciated that, especially counseling. I wasn't expecting to get counseling, so I was pleasantly surprised, because mental health is important, and before you go into something like this, you really need to know what you're getting yourself into, because you will never see that child, you will not have access to it, or him or her, whatever works. You have to know that, like, you have to prepare yourself that you are giving a gift to someone, and that is what gift giving is. You don't get that gift again. I mean, I would be really happy if, like, in 18 or more years this child looks for me. I did ask the clinic to give my name to him or her, or whenever if they ever decide to look for me, that's fine, because I would be so happy to let them know who they biologically are. And it has actually, like, motivated me to make more of my own life. So if my egg if my egg ever decides to look for me, at least I can say, this is what I made of my life, and this is where you come from, and it's greatness. So that was an unexpected feeling from the process. What else can I say? It was needles every night, injections every night. I'm very good with needles. I donate blood regularly. I do blood tests regularly. So I'm always getting sick, which sucks. But so needles were not a problem for me, and I will get into that afterwards. I had a thought. And my brother was very supportive. He was the one giving me the injections every night. So it started with one particular, I think it's our one, because it was FSH on the package. So they give you a package for a few days, you come back in and they give you another package, right? So yeah, my brother would inject me for the first few nights with FSH. You take, so you're given dissolvants, so a solution that you could mix with the hormones itself. So you take a needle, you suck up the dissolvant, and then you put that dissolvant into one capsule, which you'll see in the video, and then you suck up that, put that into another capsule with more hormone, I think, suck that up, do it in a third one, and then you switch needles to a smaller one, and then you inject it into your stomach. So that was the FSH for the first few nights. Then afterwards you add something called cetrotide. Now I don't know about how anybody else would react, but that stung. It was not a vibe, especially the first almost fell. Especially the first night. So that was that and cetrotide, and I had to take it at a specific time. So my time was between 8 and 8:15 p.m. at night. And so I think it was like every 3 days I had a checkup to see like how the eggs were coming along. Frankly, it just looked like a gray screen to me. But one day, like, I was just like, could you explain like what I'm seeing? Because you're like, my eggs looking good, and I'm like, it all just looks great to me. But yeah, I got to see inside my womb, and she's beautiful. I think it was gray, but I would assume that it was beautiful. And so it went on like that for, I think my process was 13 days. It could be anywhere between 11 and 15 days. Might as well, I think 13. So the 12th day is when like it was not a vibe. I should describe this. So up until the 10th day, there were no physiological side effects, there were no psychological side effects. I was totally chilling. 10th day, my sex drive went up. That was not a vibe at all. Boobs had gotten swollen, and like my lower stomach was feeling tight. And then it was like that for 11th day, and then 12th day, which was the final day, which I had to take 3 injections. That is 6 Dara. What is maths? 3 injections that day. And so before, when I was taking it at 8:15, I had taken the FSH and the cetrotide at 7, and then I took the trigger medication, as they call it, at 9. Went to bed, got up, went had the surgery. I had this pleasant surprise that like a very close family friend of ours was the lady who put me to sleep. And that was just great. They were very, like, the staff in general were very nice. Like, I felt comfortable. They were making jokes. I was making jokes. When they put the oxygen mask on my face, I was like, does it match my skin tone? And then I blinked and I was like out like a light. That's the last thing I remember. I was just like about to blink, and then I was awake in a room. Yeah, I was awake, and it was just like my stomach was super tight. Oh, I forgot I had to take antibiotics on day 12. So day 13 you do nothing. So the day before the procedure, absolutely nothing. The penultimate day, you take antibiotics and 3 injections. That antibiotic was so aggressive. I felt sick. I had a splitting headache. I had nausea. I was just like disoriented. I don't know. I don't think that's normal. I think I just had a bad reaction to the antibiotic. But anyway, so now we're back to so right now this is, I'm discharged, I'm home. I thought I would have passed out and fallen asleep, but I ended up watching I think Charmed, the reboot. And then a friend of mine came, she dropped cupcakes, which was really sweet. Shout out Selena, I love you. Then I finally fell asleep, but I wouldn't lie, walking around was not fun. Like, I had to like hold on to things to walk downstairs, but it wasn't to say it was so bad that I needed like somebody to hold me and carry me. Like, I could walk around, it just was uncomfortable. And I would say by day 3 I was out and about. My friends came over, we wore masks, whatever, and I don't know, it was just it's just a tight stomach feeling, and then this is I would say up to like a week and a half later, I still had like nausea when I would wake up. That's the only thing I didn't like, was like, I was like, when is this gonna end? So I would wake up like feeling sick all the time for like a week and a half or so. But I mean, it's not a worst side effect. Like, I mean, whatever. Oh, also, I was not told, and this is no a mess up of theirs. I think they probably did, and I was, but my period came like probably, I would say like 5 or 4 days later. I didn't like that, because my period is always on time, and I liked it at the schedule it was, and it kind of threw off the schedule. And well, yeah, I had a second period, and I wasn't expecting that. That was the only thing that I could say I didn't like from the experience. But yeah, overall, I'm mostly happy that I helped somebody. And I think if you're doing this for the compensation, you probably, okay, this is something you do, I personally believe, if you genuinely care about the cause of women's fertility. I could see somebody who's just doing it for the compensation, kind of like not sticking to the time schedule, not really wanting to do it, not really wanting to commit. And then besides that, you need to be somebody who, if you have a maternal instinct, so I personally, I'm a motherly person to my friends, but do I have a maternal instinct? I don't see kids and be like, oh my god, I'm not that person. Like, I'll just be like, oh. But if you do have a maternal instinct, like that, then you really want to sit with yourself and ask yourself if this is something you want to do. Because if you have an attachment to your eggs, you might want to back out like midway, when you have like swollen ovaries and these eggs just like ready to pop out. So if you're doing this, make sure, 1, you can handle needles every night for up to 2 weeks. 2, you have support. My friends were so proud of me, and that made me more motivated. My family was there for me 100. That all of that helped me to kind of just be like, okay, this is something I'm doing. Not that I did second out it, but it definitely like added a little pizzazz to the experience. 3, if you have a maternal instinct, be aware of what you are doing. You cannot have access to this child afterwards. Are you okay with that? And if you are okay with that, fine. This was my mentality. My mentality was, I have, after puberty, 300,000 approximately eggs. I only am going to use anywhere between 300 to 400 of those eggs in my lifetime. Of those 300 to 400 that I'm going to use, I'm going to pass out mostly through my menstrual cycle. And if I do have kids, I will probably only use anywhere between 1 to 10 if somebody's son time up enough to have 10 children. So really and truly, there's a lot of eggs in there to just give to women. I mean, don't give all, but you still it's not to say that I don't have access to more eggs after this experience to have my own kids. I have enough that I could comfortably give probably at least 3 times in my life. So this is one of 2 other times that I wouldn't mind doing this again. So that was kind of where my mentality was at, like the maths of it all. I have enough to give somebody else. And do I have any ending thoughts on it? Yes, it does not ruin your ability to have kids afterwards. This is literally just you giving away a part of yourself. I don't know if that's the correct thing to say, but I'll go with it. I feel like there was something else I wanted to say. I can't remember what I was going to say. Will I ever remember what I was going to say? Oh, right. This was the next thing too. Personally, for me, the other thing that helped me stay on track was that my eggs are like just here chilling my whole life. I haven't given any thought to it until I started this procedure. So I did not really see the point of like lamenting over giving away something that I didn't think about. I kind of perceive it as like an appendix. You know, you only get rid of your appendix when if it like acts up or your wisdom tooth. You wait. Okay, I don't know about that. Does everybody have to take out their wisdom tooth? Okay, I don't know. So let's go to the appendix. I am in psychology, not medicine. Do not judge me. But yeah, so I kind of feel it like that. Like your appendix, you don't care about it until like there's a point if you have to do surgery to pull it out. So for me, it's kind of like these eggs have just been here chilling, and why not? So yeah, that is kind of it. It was a vibe, and I would recommend it. I would recommend this to anyone as long as those three things I said. You're okay with needles. You're okay with the idea of actually giving away your egg, like, and you thought through this, and whatever was it. Yeah. So that is my egg donation experience. I did it with the Trinidad and Tobago IVF clinic in Medical Associates St. Joseph. I'll put links below. You can contact them, and yeah, think about it. If you have a partner, discuss it with them. Don't get permission, discuss. You are your own autonomous being, or rather you're your own independent person. Yeah, that's it. I'm just very proud that I did this, and that somebody is getting a child. Well, I hope. So in some cases it feels, but regardless, I'm just very happy. So that is my whole thing on it. If anybody has any questions, you know where to find me. You can message me on Twitter. You can message me on Instagram under the same name I have for my YouTube, Caribbean Spice. And I'll be happy to tell you everything you need to know. So make good choices. Have a wonderful week. You're amazing. You're great. And if you're a guy watching this, yes, they do sperm donation. Alright, bye. Okie dokes. This is what the setup looks like. Oopsie. This is the injection to take up the medication. This is the injection to give me the medication. And this is the stuff. This is the FSH. This is the dissolvant. What is that? The words the words of Keith Jackson the Great. Anyways, so this is my setup for my third night. I did not record anything for the first and second. The first night was 300 pure or FSH. This is 225. So this big needle here will be used to take up the dissolvant, which goes in here, here, and here. This needle is to give me the medication. Yes. Solvent.
Right, assemble first one and take the lids off of these.
Okay.
These. No, that can't be soon.
I assemble this needle myself. So this will pull up this, and I'll go into here, dissolve this, then I'll suck this up, go in here, suck this up, go in here, suck this up.
Right, so.
Show them the thing. You're in the wrong place. Okay, cool. Needle.
You will do it. I'll just pretend.
And goes in there. Squeeze water off. Fat. Oh, no, okay.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, release.
Day 4. Oops. The stuff inside. Wait, why can't see? Oh, the stuff inside. Let's go. Okay, so we are all night 7, and this is the. Listen for that. This one stings a lot. It's not fun. Number 8. Kitties. Ready to go. 98. Oops. Okay, so today is day 8 or something. This is the dissolvent.
Jambi, are you talking to yourself?
I'm filming. My dad. Yeah, this is the drugs. Or the foam, I don't know what this was. And this goes in here to melt it. Then take up everything and inject it into me. This is the other set. This one stings. Okay, dogs. So this is our day 9. This is the dissolvent. This goes in here, and it goes into here afterwards. Dissolves this, and does the same process in all 3. So dissolvent in here, sucks up this, goes into here, sucks up this, goes into here, sucks this up, and injects me a clean surface. And then this is the last injection. This one stings. This is Satratide. And this is my dad.
Joining us, we'll continue this conversation. Of course, good luck to you. Good luck to the entire incoming team. You guys are going to have your hands full, as I said, to Joy, and she's appreciated very much. So much mixing.
Yeah, delighted.
Day 9. 2 ampules left. Well, 2 ampules to do. And that.
But as if I saw me, it was chili, spicy shrimp. Bueno, quinoa. I was supposed to use, so I use, chili peppers. I think
Now, those kind of false claims fare worse in court than, say, on Twitter. Now, I can just tell you, having followed this, we have now reached this irrelevant, absurd, and somewhat baroque stage of Donald Trump's legal challenges. And that includes not only Rudy taking this bigger role,
It's already.
conservative activist lawyer who
It's what journey.
already do great things before the where he admitted the fundamental fact that he didn't start with Joe Biden from the presidency into a lawsuit that could change that reality.
This.
How much? There are 2? Just once?
Yeah, we're doing this like 2 weeks now. Oh, it'd be done.
And law professor at NYU, Melissa Murray. Maya, your response to what we're seeing in these last losses by the Trump team?
This is the Trump team and toothless tiger desperately trying to pull the seat out of the job of the seat because that's all they're going to do here. As you pointed out, Ari, their own attorneys didn't know it, admit it. They've been bleeding lawyers because lawyers just tried to, 3 lawyers just dropped out of the case on Monday because there is no evidence. So this is not going well for Team Trump, but maybe for Giuliani, who apparently is charging $20,000 a day
Keep going.
for his service.
Reach it up.
It's a high price for what he's offering. Even by the standard of legal fees, we have the headline. Giuliani said to seek, quote, $20,000 a day for Trump legal works during opposition from Trump's aides and advisors.
Yep.
They may have already ruled out paying that much. We should note publicly Giuliani has denied that report. Professor, what do you see as potentially important here? You do this, as they say, for a living. So if you were teaching your students or all of us who are students in your
This
insight,
one
what do
again.
you take from this? And do you see any
Probably,
positive
yeah,
notes about the court system here? How this is being handled or dismissed?
Well, one of the first thing any good lawyer knows, and certainly all of my law students know this, is that to get into federal court and to have your claim heard there, you have to have standing, you have to have a particularized injury. And what Judge Braun, who was the judge presiding over this particular dispute, has emphasized over and over again in this hearing that's been continuing to go on right now is that it's not clear that there is any kind of particularized injury. What exactly is the nature of the grievance beyond these generalized claims that some Democratic regime has thrown the election for Joe Biden? So
Alright, next one is 9 o'clock.
that Judge
Stick it
Braun
back
is
in between.
emphasizing this, underscoring the need for some kind of particularized injury and not to waste the court's time. But make no mistake about it, this is not only devastating for general rule of law and the work of democracy, it's bad for the courts. We are in the middle of a pandemic. Courts have already been limited in the kinds of disputes they can hear because of COVID closings. This is just opening up an entire can of worms that prevent legal disputes from being unruled.
And Maya, you really operate at the intersection of law and governing
So
process.
everything goes into this box. I threw it out. So I'm gonna look really awkward, but that was my last dose of FSH, and the stuff like Saturday, and then at night, so that was 7 o'clock. All the other nights it was like about 8:15 I did this. At 9 p.m. tonight I take the trigger medication, and it's my last bit of medication. And Thursday morning is the retrieval or extraction. I don't know what you want to call it. I look so ugly in this light in an angle, but anyways, not ugly because I'm made by God. But anyways, today was kind of sucky because, well, I had to take antibiotics and that made me feel super sick. I wanted to throw up, I wanted to poop, I wanted to like just drop on the floor. I took painkillers, I took a glass of 1 cupful of apple cider vinegar to help it to pass. It didn't go away for like about 2 hours. I felt super sick, even though like I ate before. So that's the situation with this. We'll see what happens now. Tomorrow is like quote unquote a day off. So the day before, no medication, nothing. So today's Tuesday, Wednesday nothing, Thursday extraction. Okay, so this is the morning of egg collection. I just have to pack a big t-shirt. It's 6 a.m. Yes, pack a big t-shirt, socks. And that's about it. I had to fast from midnight. Yeah, I do feel like nervous. I did contemplate for a second backing out. But we're already here, so I have to stick with it. And yeah, wish me luck. Okie dokes. So I am in the recovery room. I don't know how much I could show, but I am here. I'll just cover this. Okay, oopsie. Yeah, so this is the recovery room. This is the due date. This is extraction. I am very excited. My mom is outside waiting for me for a bit, just to know that I settled in. And now I'm gonna get ready to change, and I guess that's it. We actually here, no backing out. Am I nervous? A little bit, but I'm just like really at peace with the fact that I am doing this. I hope the audio gets past the mask. So, bye. Socks, big t-shirts underneath this. Okay, so still waiting. It's still very early. I got up like 6 this morning and I came here like 20 to 7. Yeah, and now it's like about like 7:10 or something like that. So that's the vibe. Just what's happened. My mom, yo, is 100% pinched. It was not a vibe. So I was a hot mess because sedation, but it's done. Funny story is I got eggs for breakfast. The irony. It was a nice breakfast. Well, you can't see it right now, but it was a nice breakfast and everything is done. My room just feels a little woozy. They gave me Advil. It was a vibe. I was asleep, knocked out, did not realize when I knocked out. And they look like a mess. And I'm happy I did it. Just very sleepy right now.
How are you feeling, Dar?
Feel pretty fine.
You sure?
Yes, Mom.
Girl, you a superwoman or what? What is this? You actually walking in after 2 hours? Don't run, please.
Not running, I just dancing.
Stay. Alright, well, let's go home. God is good. Thank you, Jesus.
So I'm home. The only thing I would say is that like my room, I think is my room. I'm not a doctor, but it feels like tight, kind of like I have gas. So it's not like painful, but I definitely like kind of feel like it's tight around like that lower stomach area. It could potentially be that I do have wind and it's not the surgery, but I was able to walk from out the out the hospital to car to home, so that wasn't too bad. Kind of hoping that like I am able to walk around and stuff later because it's a friend of mine's birthday today and I don't want to miss it. But yeah, kind of where we at right now, so I'm just gonna like take a sleep and see how today goes. Oh, okay, I don't see that. My friend brought me cupcakes handmade with love. Okay, so it is one full day post-operation. I will say last night sucked. I'm sorry that I'm doing this when you comfort on my bed, but whatever. Nausea, soreness, it's kind of hard to like from the position I'm lying in right now to like sit up. But my brother and my mom were really there for me. My dad came and he like talked with me for a little bit too. My cat doesn't love me, so he was just here being selfish. He was just here for the bed. He was not here for me. But yeah, this morning I got up like I was nauseous, so that I think it's just like my body like dealing with the shock of having gone through surgery, so that's fine. Ovaries definitely, I think it's my ovaries, not a biology person, but ovaries, that area just feels sore. It's not like painful, it's not uncomfortable, it's not anything but the word sore. So like even like from my mid stomach to my lower stomach, that just feels sore. And yeah, well, clearly I'm all puffy everywhere too right now. So that is the situation. I look a mess, but this is the reality. I'm not gonna nurture the reality. Like my eyebrows were not done. Whatever. But yeah, I still don't regret doing it. I think like 3 days after is when I'll feel kind of sucky. So yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And yeah, that's about it. Right, so now you've made it to the end. So that was kind of the majority of the experience. I couldn't really like videotape everything because I was like pulling out stuff with a needle and I had to use 2 hands. Wasn't always conducive to put up the phone, and sometimes I just wanted to get it done. But that is the majority of the experience. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, bye again. Make good choices. A wonderful week. Know that you are loved and blessed, and you have everything in you to combat the obstacles ahead. Bye.